Hello and welcome to the Discover History channel. Hopefully you've all had a lovely Sunday lunch. I know we have. So we're going to spend the rest of Sunday having a lazy day. We're not going into the garden. We're not going anywhere really. We're staying put, and we've collated all the items that we need to play this game. Hopefully you have too. Now we're playing with 3 players, so we've got 3 coloured sheets of paper. If you've got 5 people playing, you need 5 different coloured sheets of paper. Hopefully you've also got your scissors, a pen, and very important, newspaper. Now if you've got a chunky newspaper like this one, divide it up so there's enough so each player can have some. Or if you've got a load of newspapers from the rest of the week, then make sure each player has a bundle or a newspaper each. Now we're going to make a game that was around in the Victorian era, played by a lot of children. Also, this game was resurrected in the Great War, 1914-1918, and also in the Second World War between 1939 and 1945. I also played this as a child, so it's a long established game. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to make a game called the Flapping Fish Game or the Fish Race Game. There's many other names for it as well. So first of all, you need to take your paper and you need to be quite artistic. You need to draw on your piece of paper a fish. I've always wanted to say this. Here we have one done earlier. A fish. A very simple design. We're using A4 paper. That's probably the best size to use. So fill up the paper. Don't waste the paper. Fill up the paper. Make a really big fish in a drawing. I've also added some detail. Little goggly eye, little face, and some scales on it. If you want to go one step further, you could colour it in, really personalise it, or even cut out the scales separately, colour them in, and then stick them on to make a heavier fish. It's completely up to you. But you need 1 fish per player. Now, the next part involves the cutting out. So be very careful with cutting out. If you're a younger child and you're listening, find an adult to help you. So you cut the fish out and you should end up with something like that. As I said, we've got 3 players. This pink fish is for Helen to use. Ian will be using a white fish, and I have taken the blue paper and made a blue fish. Now the way this flapping fish game or the fish race game is played is very simple. You need to clear an area inside your house, or if you've got a nice long corridor like we have in our hall, make sure there is nothing that's going to get knocked or broken. Move all the ornaments out of the way. Remove the cups of tea out of the way. And you need to mark down a start line. For example, let's say we're going to start from here. So I'd mark it maybe with a shoe or maybe a bit of string. And you need to place all the fish down on that start line. It's up to you how you want the rules to be. Do you want the head of the fish on the start line or the tail? And then each player stands behind their coloured fish with newspaper. And it's a very simple game because you have to flap your fish from the start point to the finish point. So all you do is you take your newspaper and standing behind your fish, you flap. And because the air that you are producing by the flapping of the newspaper goes over and in some cases under the fish will move like a flapping fish on the land. And the winner is very simply the one that gets their fish from the start line to the finish point in the quickest and in the first time. Now what we want you to do is make your videos showing your fish race. Let's have a photo finish and see if your fishes can move quicker than our fishes. So that's a little task for you. Spend the rest of Sunday relaxing. Don't go out, remember. Spend it relaxing, make your fish and play the game. If you haven't made Nine Men's Morris also, go back through our video library, find the Nine Men's Morris and give that one a go. Sundays are a day of relaxing, playing games and, like us, eating a nice Sunday roast. Have a good Sunday, stay safe, see you soon. Bye.